Guys, welcome to my channel. This is the first one where I'm actually gonna talk, so I'm kind of nervous, but I'm really excited because I do want to take you guys like step through step how I do things, and so I figured make it kind of easier to follow along and stuff. So I'm really excited, and let's get started. So today is kind of gonna be like this can be like a date night / summer / just whatever you really want it to be. I just thought it was really pretty. And so first thing that I always do is I moisturize. I'm going to go ahead and go in with my primer. This primer is the Maybelline Master Prime. It's the Hydrate one. This is just a really good base to lay down. Next step I'm going to do is eyebrows. I'm going to use the Anastasia Brow Definer. So all that I do with my eyebrows is I brush them up first, like this. I brush them up, and then I just take this and I go right underneath my eyebrow. I follow my natural shape and go right underneath the eyebrow. That's what I'll do. And then once I go underneath, I go on top of my eyebrow, and again just following my natural shape, and then I brush through it with this spoolie. Just kind of adjust like wherever it needs more color, or there's like sparse areas or whatever. I'll just go in with that. So there's one eyebrow, and you can see a difference. And there are 2 eyebrows. And later on what I'll do is after I get kind of my base on, my eyeshadow done, all that stuff, and I touch up my eyebrows. So today I am going to start with the eyes first because I'm going to be using this palette. It's by ColourPop. It's the Sweet Talk palette. And you can just see these shades are beautiful. Oh, it's kind of like rainbow. I will go in with my eyeshadow first because there is glitter, and if I put my foundation down first and then I do my eyes, it's going to get all over my foundation and mix in weird, and I don't like that. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to I just use my concealer as my eye primer. This is the Maybelline concealer, and I'm just going to go on my eyelid, and I'm going to go ahead and just lay that down on my eye. And I will take my beauty sponge, and I'm just going to blend that in. And a good thing that this does is it also covers up any like veins on your eyes or just whatever. You see the big difference. This one looks really dark and this one's lighter, and so it's gonna just lay the shadow down better. It's gonna be more pigmented, just everything like that. So now I'm just gonna do the other eye. The first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the shade Catch Me right here. It looks really pale, but it's really not. It's a good transition shade. Take that on this fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go right in my crease. So right where my crease is, I'm just going to go back and forth like this and just kind of fluff it all up in the crease and get a nice like transition shade going. Because if I just go in with a super dark eyeshadow to begin with, it's a lot more prone to probably messing up and getting messy and just not looking very blended and good to me. So and now I'm going to go in with the shade right here. It's called Work It, and it's kind of like a orangey brownie shade. And I'm just going to work that through the crease just like I did that transition right then. And so now that that's blended all through the crease and stuff, now I'm gonna go in with a more, it's still fluffy, but this one I'm gonna have a little bit more detail with, but it's still gonna be fluffy where it's just gonna blend and stuff like that. Going with the shade West Side in this palette. This one is a little darker than what we just used. So I'm just going to take that, and I always do like this because you see all the shadow that just came off of it. You don't want all of that all up in, you know, your crease and stuff and like falling out onto your under eyes and stuff. It's just going to make a mess. So I just tap it off like that. And so now this shade is just going to go right here on the very end of your eye. You're not going to take this all the way in and all the way through. This is just going to go right on your outer corner. And as you can see, it just gives you that deep outer corner. And you see the difference. It just adds something and gives you lots and lots of like definition on the outer corner so that it doesn't get lost in with your crease. So now that I have it laid down and stuff, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with this fluffier brush with no shadow and just blend it out so that it doesn't look so harsh and it just blends more seamlessly. See, as you can see, this is blended versus not blended, and it just looks so much better to me when it's just blended and seamless. And I'm sorry if I'm looking over here and over here because I really don't know where to look, but this is my first video where I'm talking, so I'm really nervous. So if I'm looking back and forth, and you can't tell where I'm looking, I don't know where I'm looking. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, I'm sorry, this is like iridescent packaging, so it's really hard to kind of show you, but this is the NYX or NYX, I don't know what it's really called. But it's their glitter primer. It's just gonna help the glitter like stay down and stuff. I'm just gonna pump it or put it onto the back of my hand. But all I'm gonna do is lay that down. I'm gonna lay it down on my lid. So I want to focus it on like the inner corner, and I'm gonna stop it about right here on my lid. I'm going to stop it right there. The outer corner to stay really defined, and so I'm only going to take the glitter halfway. I'm not going to take it all the way. We're going to have that deep outer corner. Now I'm going to go back into the palette and I'm going to grab the shade Prima Drama. It's so pretty. It really won't pick up on camera how pretty it is. It's like a goldy, pinky, just glitter, and it's so pretty. I'm gonna put it on that flat like packer brush. So now I'm gonna take it and I'm just gonna go right over where I put that glitter glue at. And if you get fallout, it's okay. That's why we did the eyes first. It's so that it wouldn't get all over the foundation and concealer and just all that stuff that we would have put down. As you can see, it's just so pretty. If glitter got over here, it's totally fine. It's no big deal, because what we're going to do is we're going to go back in with that shade that we put on the outer corner, and we're just going to blend it again just to kind of, you know, if we lost any of it, we're going to put it back. We're going to give back that definition. Oh, and if you don't know, I'm like obsessed with glitter. You can ask any of my friends from school, because I literally always talk about glitter. If I go to Ulta, I get something with glitter because I love glitter. Okay, I'm just gonna go back into that palette and I'm gonna go back into West Side. Now I'm gonna go back in with that really big fluffy brush and just blend it just like we did earlier so that it's not harsh. I'm gonna go in with eyeliner. This is my favorite eyeliner. It's by Physicians Formula. It's the Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner plus Serum. That's a long name. Anyway, it's eyeliner. I'm just going to take this eyeliner so close to my lash line. I don't want this. I don't want a big wing. I don't want it to be super thick. I don't want anything like that because I am going to be applying false lashes, and so I really don't want that. I just want to cover my lash line. So that's all I'm going to do is go super close to the lash line, and I'm just going to lay some eyeliner down. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my base products like foundation, blush, bronzer, all that stuff. And then we'll come back to the eyes because I like to apply my falsies last. So I'm going to mix these two together and put them all over the face. And if you remember from earlier, we've already moisturized, we've already primed. So I'm just going to go in with the foundation now. So now I'm going to go in with my concealer. This is again the Maybelline concealer. I really love this concealer. I'm just going to go under my eye, and be careful not to get it on your eyeshadow. Just be cautious. So I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and blend that under my eye. That's what I'll do if I can't get super close to my lash line like I really want to. I will go in and I'll just blend it out with my finger. So now I'm going to go in with setting powder for underneath my eye. I'm going to use the Cover FX one. I'm just going to take my beauty blender and dip it in the powder, and I'm going to go underneath my eye and just put that all underneath my eye. Go in with the setting powder all over my face now. Now that that is all set in place, I'm going to go in with this brush. This brush is so old, that's why it's so gross and ugly. I'm going to go in and I'm just going to go in with my bronzer. This is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. This is really good. And I'm going to take it and swirl it around and knock off the excess. And then I'm just going to take it. I'm going to do my lips like this. And I'm just going to, you know, really my face. Now I'm going to go in with my blush. This is the CoverGirl True Blend blush in Deep Mauve. It's just a really pretty, like, pink color. I really love this blush. It has a little bit of a glow to it. And with this kind of slanted blush brush, and I'm going to dip it into there. And with my blush, what I like to do is I like to go like this and kind of sweep back with my blush. Just sweeping up. I just feel like it makes you look healthy and like flushed, and I really like it. I love blush. And if it looks harsh, then I blend it out later. So if it looks a little crazy, which it does, oh my god, I look like a clown on camera. That's, I promise, it's gonna. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in with that little brush that we used for our powder, and I'm gonna dip it in the powder just a little bit, the loose powder that we used, and I'm just gonna take it over my cheeks and really blend that out, because you don't want it to look crazy. See how much better that looks than that? This is just an extra step I think really helps out. So now what I'm going to do, De-Slick setting spray, and I'm going to spray it all over my face, the highlighter, and I'm just going to go back and forth between both of the shades, and definitely knock off some of this because it'll get really intense if you don't. So I'm going to take it, and I'm only going to put it right above the blush. I'm just going to go right here. And I put it on the tip of my nose a little bit. And I put it on my Cupid's bow. It's really going to help your lipstick look even prettier later when we put it on. And I'm just going to go also a little bit up here. I just think it adds something. What we're going to do is we are going to go back to the eyes now. And I'm going to take this little brush. It's just a tiny little brush, and it's good for right underneath on the lash line. So I'm going to take that palette again, and we're going to go back actually with our transition shade, Catch Me, and I'm going to put that right on the lash line. And now we're going to go back in with West Side from this palette. I love putting shades and stuff on the lower lash line because look at the difference. It just makes it look more put together to me. And so now that that is all blended underneath, I'm going to coat my lashes with mascara. This is Voluminous Lash Paradise. And now for my lower lashes, I'm going to go in with the Benefit Roller Lash. And so now that that is applied, I'm going to false lashes. These are the Kiss lashes in the style Flirty. I'm going to go apply them off camera and then I'll be right back. So if I look like baboon with some lashes, you'll know that I did it off camera. So now that my eyelashes are on, I like to take my mascara and I like to do a coat over my eyelashes just so that they blend really well together. So now that we are done with the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and go into my lips. I'm gonna use the ColourPop X I Love Sarah E lip pencil. This is in the shade 951. So I'm just going to use this to line my lips just to kind of get a good idea of where I want my line. And I follow my natural lip line. I don't go over or anything. So I will fill in my whole lip with this lip liner. I'm going to go in with the Lip Good lipstick by ColourPop and I Love Sarah E. And it's an ultra satin lip, and I'm going to go ahead, and this is actually in the shade 951 also, and I'm just going to go over that lip line. Now that the lips and eyes are done, I'm going to go back in with the brow pencil and just kind of touch it up in case the foundation covered it or powder or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and touch them up. And now I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. And this has no color to it or anything. It's just going to help your brow hairs stay in place and not move all day. I go in with the Urban Decay De-Slick just to set everything in place so that it won't move all day. And guys, that is the finished look, and I really appreciate all the love and support and everything that everybody's been showing me in my videos and stuff. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and like this video, please. I actually hit my goal of 100 subscribers, so I'm really excited about that, and I just want to keep on growing. Also, leave a comment down below. Just kind of let me know, like, what do you like? Do you guys like when I talk more, or do you like more of me not talking and just kind of doing it and you just watching what I do, or what do you guys like? And also, leave a comment down below if you think that my husband should be in the next video, because I've been talking to him about him being in the next video, and I would really love that. I figure we could do something really fun, or like, I don't know, he picks my makeup products and how I do my makeup, or he does it himself, or whatever. I don't really know what you guys want to see, but just let me know down below, and thank you so much for watching. Bye, y'all.